Hi, Maria here. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to share with you my Sephora recommendations for the huge Sephora savings event that's coming up. It's just right around the corner. I believe that it starts on Thursday. So I wanted to get this out to you. I'm so excited. But before I get started, if you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and hit that button. Join the wonderful, weird family. It would be amazing to have you part of the community. And let's get into this. The Sephora Savings event, it usually happens twice a year. This year, it starts October 27th for Rouge members. So if you're a Rouge member, you get 20% off and it's from October 27th to November 6th. For VIB members, you get 15% off and the sale starts October 31st and goes to November 6th. If you're an insider, you get 10% off. It also starts on October 31st, I believe, and goes till November 6th. Now, this is not a sponsored video at all. This is just me wanting to share my recommendations to you. All of them will be linked in the description below. They are an affiliate link, so I do make a small commission if you choose to use the links and purchase. No pressure. It's there for you if you're interested, and I make a little bit of moolah if you use the links. That said, for me, there's lots of fragrances. I find that when I'm purchasing the majority of designer fragrances, I'm going to go to places like FragranceNet, Fragrance Buy, to get the best deal. Now, that said, when a new release comes, they're not on those sites right away. So there's a few that I want to talk about that are brand new releases, but then there's lots of fragrances that are exclusive to Sephora or just easier to get at Sephora, or they're super pricey fragrances and they don't normally go on discount. So now is the time to get them. So anyway, I've got a bunch to share with you. So get a drink if you want, and we will have a fun little chat. I'm gonna start with one of my favorite releases from 2023, and it is Burberry Goddess by Burberry. Now this is a pretty straightforward vanilla, but it's got an amazing lavender note in here that's not too floral, not too soapy. It's very warm. The vanilla feels almost like almost cakey, like you could bite into some sort of cake or scone or something with a little bit of lavender in there. It feels like there may be, I think there might be like a bergamot top note. So there's a little bit of brightness in that opening. This one sits fairly close to the skin. To me, this is absolute gourmand goodness. It's very cozy, inviting. I think it smells feminine, alluring. Really, really enjoy this. And although there's not lots of projection, I find the longevity great on my skin. Some people have been saying it's very moderate to not so great. This is a pricey fragrance. I think it's like $200 for 100 ml. So getting that 20% off would be really, really great for this. So anyway, Burberry Goddess. And with any of these fragrances, if you've tried them, weigh in. Another fragrance that is a new release to 2023 that I'm absolutely in love with is Dolce & Gabbana's Devotion. Now, I just got this sample from my wonderful friend, Kathleen. Thank you so much. I'm excited about the goodie package she gave me. This fragrance is beautiful. It's candied citrus, orange blossom, and vanilla. And it's absolutely delicious. Some people have been saying it's similar to like an Acrobake or a Lyra. To me, it's not quite like that. It's definitely vanilla. I get that little bit of orange blossom, but that candied citrus, to me, it smells like a candied lemon peel. It comes out majorly on the skin for quite a long time. So I really, really enjoy this one. Again, it's kind of in that lemony vanilla family, but I am so digging these ones. Like I'm so impressed with this fragrance. The longevity was phenomenal on me. So this is definitely one that I'm excited about. Dolce & Gabbana's Devotion, solid, really amazing release. You've got to go sniff it. I'm so excited to have it. And yeah, this is one that I would love to pick up during the sale. The last new one that I think is kind of exciting is the new Hermes TWILLY TUTTI. I think it's called TWILLY TUTTI. So it's got lychee in it. So I haven't sniffed that one, but I'm really excited to. And I think it's pretty much hot off the press. So they have that one as well, which I'm super pumped about. I have the TWILLY ginger one, the Au Pauvre and the regular one, not so crazy about, but I love the ginger one. So I'm really excited to sniff that TUTTI one. And if you want the full collection, you've been collecting them, now is the time to get them. Some fragrances are very, very hard to find in the gray market. And one of them is COCO Mademoiselle by Chanel, or any of the Chanel fragrances. They're expensive and it's rare that you can find them on sale. Sephora carries Chanel in the States. We don't have it in Canada. I don't know why. But for those of you that are in the States, if there's a Chanel fragrance that you've been considering getting, now would definitely be a great time. There's a few other new releases that have come out. There's, I think, Prada Intense. There's the new L'Entrée Rouge. Intense something. It's got, I can't remember the name. I sniffed it not too long ago. I liked it. I didn't like it as much as L'Entrée Rouge, but there's a few intense versions that have been released recently. So as many as I can find, I will leave them linked down below as well for you, because again, those new releases are hard to come by. There's some fragrances that are kind of more exclusive to Sephora, and one of them is Commodity. So recently, actually, I was gifted Commodity Milk. I already had Commodity Milk Plus. So I was kind of curious as to what the difference would be. And what I find is Commodity Milk is missing the kind of fiery, smoky aspect that Milk Plus has. So Milk Plus is similar to me in a way to By the Fireplace by Maison Margiela. So this one kind of reminds me of that one. It's not quite as sweet. This is uber cozy, but it's a lot more woody than Milk Expressive. So for me, I really enjoy the Milk Expressive. Sometimes I'm in the mood for more woods, more in an evening, but this, it just smells so cozy. You get marshmallow, there's some woods in here, there's tonka, there's that milk accord. It's delicious. There's a bit of sweetness to it, so it's uber cozy. I'm not sure if I have a favorite. They're pretty similar. This one's just, to me, more woody with a little hint of a little bit of a deeper aspect because of this kind of almost a smoky feel in this one. So they're very similar. I would use this one more in the day, this one more to spray on in the evening. But they're very cozy, perfect for the colder weather. The other fragrance that I'm really interested in getting from Commodity is the Gold Expressive. It's, to me, really beautiful. I think it's got juniper in it, but it's very nice, kind of luscious, still cozy, but slightly fruity. So I really like that. I have Velvet Personal. That one's a little bit more smoky and rosy. I'm not sold on that one yet. The other thing that you can do during a sale is to pick up the discovery kits. So you still get a really, you're still getting your discount on things like discovery sets, and these make fantastic gifts, especially this Commodity one. I love this one because it's got a book. You get all the fragrances. So you get the personal, expressive, and bold versions of all their fragrances. They have a book here that you can actually fill out and say what you like the best. So it's just kind of a handy little tool. They even put in little cards that you can test the fragrances on. So I really like this discovery kit. But all in all, I just like discovery kits rather than just blind buying. The discovery kits make it a lot easier as far as figuring out what you like, and they're great to give as gifts. Another set that I really enjoyed was the KAYALI gift set. Now, KAYALI used to be that you couldn't find the fragrances in store, but more and more you're seeing the KAYALI fragrances actually in the store, which is great. If your store doesn't carry the KAYALI fragrances, to pick up something like this so that you can try them and find something that works for you is a great idea. My top recommendations with KAYALI is Love Fest Burning Cherry. It's very similar to Tom Ford's Lost Cherry with that cherry accord, but you just add a little bit more kind of burning wood somehow. Really love Eden Juicy Apple. It's bright, it's cheery, it's a little bit fresh feeling. Super fun, invigorating, happy fragrance. Love Utopia Vanilla Cocoa 21. That fragrance is just a really sensual vanilla, a little bit powdery with the coconut in it. So gorgeous for summer. Love Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. This is one of the ones that is on my wish list for sure. I love the rose in here. It's mouth-watering. Feels kind of like a cross between an Oud Bouquet and a Roses Vanille. Oh, I absolutely love that fragrance. I also really, really love, like one of my favorites is Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli 64. This is an amped up vanilla with some sugary patchouli in it. There's creme brulee brown sugar. It's really decadent. It's quite woody, very, very sexy, boozy vanilla. Love it for the colder weather. And then as far as the Oudgasm collection is concerned, I've got a video coming out on them, but I would say the top recommendations would be Vanilla Oud and the Oud Tobacco. Those two are really amazing. I'd say the Vanilla Oud would be the most palatable out of them. And of course, there's the cult favorite, Vanilla 28. Everyone loves that one. I'm not as big of a fan of Vanilla 28. However, it's popular for good reason. Another brand that I absolutely love that you can get at Sephora is Floral Street. So my favorites from the Floral Street line are Wonderland Peony. This is kind of a raspberry, peony, floral, happy, energetic, happy. It's happiness in a bottle. Love this fragrance. I also love Ylang Espresso. Now this is not for the faint of heart. It's got some espresso in there. It's got the ylang, but to me, it just smells dark and deep and sexy. It's got a cigarette vibe. It's a little bit naughty somehow. Another one that I love is Black Lotus, and that one's even naughtier. I don't think you can get this one, and maybe you can't get Black Lotus in Canada now, but they are just absolutely amazing fragrances. So, but they're dark, they're deep, they're certainly not blind buy worthy. Floral Street has the Discovery Kit, and that's how I discovered actually Ylang Espresso and Black Lotus. Black Lotus is another one that I really want. It's kind of similar to this one, but it's different enough. I might have to get it sometime soon. Love, love, love that fragrance. Ellis Brooklyn, they have a Discovery Kit. I will leave that link down below as well. The fragrance that has got me big time is Bee. And this has some bran in it. It's got some honey. Oh, I think there's tobacco in here, but maybe not. It smells like tobacco. A little bit boozy feeling. I just think it's such a warm, delicious, comforting fragrance for fall and winter. So I'm just absolutely in love with this fragrance. There's a few others that I'm kind of interested in. APRES is one of them. It's juniper based, and I really enjoy juniper in fragrances. It's a very interesting kind of balsamic note. Ellis Brooklyn has a lot of really cool releases. There's one called Starfruit, Jackfruit, something like that. Anyway, tried that one, really enjoyed it. So they're a great line to check out. And then there's the SKYLAR line. I've got Vanilla Sky. This is an interesting vanilla because it smells like vanilla syrup, a vanilla bean latte somehow. So you're getting a tiny bit of cappuccino in here, just a hint. But there's that vanilla syrup, almost a little bit of milkiness, even though I don't think milk is in this, but it's just kind of the feel that you get. It's a very sweet kind of candy-like vanilla, but it's very nice and warm and playful and flirty. The only problem with SKYLAR fragrances, and there's lots of them that are really beautiful, is that they just don't last. So they're kind of pricey. So again, getting them on sale would be the way to go. There is also the Sol de Janeiro line. They've got a travel perfume set right now. So they're like, of course, just the body sprays. but I think it's like $44. So to get a sale for that, that would make an absolutely incredible gift. And it has Cheirosa 62, Cheirosa 68, Cheirosa 40, and Rio Radiance, formerly known as Tan Lines. You're getting the pistachio salted caramel version, the warm floral with the black, amber, and plum. You're just getting like all kind of their hits. That's actually a fantastic deal because you're getting 30 mil, like 430 mils for $44. I think that's the States. But that's a fantastic deal. That's definitely one that I want to get. If there's a specific scent that you love, you can just, of course, purchase a full bottle of that one. But honestly, that little gift set would be fantastic. I love that idea. Anyway, for myself, that would be fantastic. Like for us, for ourselves, like not to mention to give it as a gift. Any of your favorite Sol de Janeiro products, you can get them on sale. Best time to buy them. Another line that I just think is really quite amazing is the 7 Virtues line. They're all about clean, they're about ethically sourced ingredients, so it's a great company to support. There's a new one that they have out that's called Cherry Ambition that I haven't gotten to sniff yet, but that's one I'm definitely interested in. Of course, there's Vanilla Woods that is very, very popular. They have a Discovery Sit as well. The one that I'm really interested in getting, I think it's on sale already, so it may be discounted, but it's Blackberry Lily. I really, really enjoy that fragrance, but they've got Coconut Sun. As far as new ones are concerned, I think Coconut Sun is fairly new. And then of course, Cherry Ambition is really new too. So those are ones you could definitely pick up on the sale. I think I mentioned the Maison Margiela line as well. Some of my favorites from that line are By the Fireplace, which I own. Really love the Marshmallow Chestnut. Smells like a burning fire. I gotta be in the right mood for it, but I love sniffing it. It's such a gorgeous, cozy fragrance. Jazz Club, it's a little bit sexy, a little bit alluring, great for those evening outs. Whispers in the Library, such a popular one. I actually love, as far as a clean fragrance that just smells kind of clean and sexy, Lazy Sunday Morning. I think it's got a little bit of citrus on the opening, just smells clean, and it's one of the few clean fragrances I like. So really enjoy that fragrance as well. The thing about the Maison Margiela replica line is I believe they're all colognes. So you need to keep that in mind. They're fairly high priced and they don't last as long as I wish that they would, but they're all so cool. Like there's such cool fragrances. Jo Malone, you can get those at Sephora, and my favorite and the one that I'm most excited about is MYRRH and TONKA. I love the powdery, kind of resinous, smooth, delicious, kind of cozy yet sexy factor in MYRRH and TONKA. Love that fragrance. They actually have an intense version of MYRRH and TONKA now, which I'm kind of excited to try out, see if it has better longevity. But that I found MYRRH and TONKA, honestly, any of the ones in the black bottles, I find them to be a little longer lasting. I also absolutely love Velvet Rose and Oud by Jo Malone. I just think that's a fantastic fragrance, although I don't know if they sell it at Sephora. I've seen it at my Sephora, but if they have it, I'll link it. Of course, there's Tom Ford. They're so freaking pricey. So if you are to buy them on the Rouge sale, getting 20% off is going to really be worth your while. My favorites from the line are Tobacco Vanille. I just love the tobacco, dried fruits, and vanilla. I love Lost Cherry. Doesn't last long, and there's tons of great dupes out there now. But if you're a purist and want the actual one, now is the time to get it. I actually really enjoy Bitter Peach as well. I think it's gorgeous. I love Soleil Blanc. I love Eau de Soleil Blanc. I love Jasmine Rouge too, honestly. So quite a few from the Tom Ford line. And then from Kilian, my favorites are Princess. I absolutely love that fragrance. To me, Kilian by Princess, like it's got matcha tea. It's a little bit powdery. It's got some peach in it, but somehow it's a cross between a Lyra and a By the Fireplace somehow. So it's got kind of that cozy factor, some warmth in there. It kind of almost smells like milk too. So all those kind of cozy fragrances, oh, such a great perfume, love it. The other one that I really love from Kilian is, of course, Love Don't Be Shy. To me, that's a fantastic fragrance. And honestly, Black Phantom, that one's dark, tobacco, boozy, smells like a pirate, smells like a delicious, sexy pirate. If you want to smell like a delicious, sexy pirate, you got to wear Black Phantom. One of my favorites from the collection, Love Don't Be Shy, marshmallow-esque, candied orange blossom, so feminine and beautiful. So either you want to smell feminine and beautiful one day, you might want to smell like a pirate the next, but Kilian's got you covered. Buy them on sale. Another great option is that at this time of year, they have tons of gift sets that you can get for gifts or even for yourself that are usually a better deal than buying the fragrance separate. So an example would be the Fenty gift set. You get the fragrance and a travel spray. I think it's like around 210 Canadian, so it'd be even less American. And I love the Fenty Eau de Parfum. It's got this beautiful warm blueberry note in it that I am just absolutely loving. So that is a fragrance. Oh, I really want that Fenty. I want the Fenty, I want Devotion, I want Burberry Goddess. Like all three of those are like major, major desires for me big time. Another gift set that I thought was worth mentioning that I just thought was really cool was they have a L'Interdit Rouge 50 ml with a Givenchy Le Rouge Deep Velvet lipstick. So you'd get the Rouge fragrance plus a really sexy lipstick. So I just thought it made a really pretty gift. Those are kind of the main ones that I wanted to highlight. I know that was a major perfume bomb as far as the amount that I put out there. Didn't want to go into too much detail, but really these are ones that catch my attention. There's been a lot of new releases over the past little while. The ones that I prefer the most are the Burberry Goddess and the Devotion. That is my list. What about you? What are you excited to buy during the sale? To be honest, I'm going to just be really frank here. I'm probably not going to buy anything. I'm pinching my pennies together. So as much as I'd like to purchase, my guess is I'm not going to buy anything at the Sephora sale. And you can do that as well. And that's totally good. But if you're in the market for some good ones, I hope you found some here. And other than that, I hope you have an amazing week and we'll talk to you soon.